What's going on, guys? The wheels have been spinning lately on the counter movement jump, and I wanted to divulge some of those thoughts, particularly on one aspect that I see coaches do, or a particular progression that I usually see coaches do, and that's that phase one initial teaching of the eccentric loading of a counter movement jump. That exercise is athlete getting up on toes, arms up, and then dropping and loading that eccentric phase and controlling that eccentric phase of the counter movement jump. I think I would instead stay flat-footed on the ground in order to have a good reference between your feet and the ground. Now I can feel active structures and not the tendinous structures that I know a lot of my basketball players like to rely on, and that may be detrimental or further detrimental to their counter movement jump if I push that strategy. My thought is that if I stay flat-footed, I believe that that's how I'm going to test the athlete. I know that they're going to hop on a force plate, or we'll use a vertec, or we'll use a contact mat, and when they do so, they are going to be flat-footed. So if I'm saying that I am training the initial phase of a counter movement jump, then I believe that exercise should look more like this, okay? I feel myself, when loading that eccentric phase, about to push through the ground or push the ground away, and I feel active structures turning on versus any uncontrollable sort of non-referenced exercise for the athlete. If I'm teaching landing, I think as your landing progression, initial phase of landing progression, then I like the get up on toes and drop into that athletic position. The reason being is instead of dropping from a box or something like that, I love that I can just get up on my toes and reduce the effect of gravity to then drop into that landing position. So to me, the flat-footed eccentric loading and balance is a initial phase counter movement jump progression for the jump itself. The on toes drop into that landing position would be bucketed into the landing portion of my progression.